Oh, hello! Welcome back to Computer Science. It's me, Mr. Carver. Hey, I'm sorry. I don't have anything fun, no fun video to start our day today. Just kind of me here in my normal empty classroom. Apologize about that. I'll try and get a better one going next time. I do want to spend a little bit of time though and tell you about what it is that we're going to do today. Well, in kindergarten, we are going to be doing something called Loops with Laurel. Laurel is a cave explorer, and we're going to go down into the caves and tell Laurel how to find diamonds and use loops to do that. Um, what are you guys? What are you guys looking at? Okay. Well, first grade, you are going to do loops as well, and you're going to draw gardens with loops. So we'll practice more of our looping skills. I feel like you guys are looking at something. And there's nothing there. Just don't pay attention to my classroom. It's me. Flappy Bird. We're going to do Flappy Bird in second grade. You get to make your own Flappy Bird design and Flappy Bird activity. That'll be kind of fun. Finally, in third grade, we're going to do an activity called Conditionals with Cards. You get to make your own card game based on different conditions. Conditions are a computer science term that we're going to learn about. All right, well, again, just a boring classroom. I don't know what you guys are looking at over there. But next time I'll have a more interesting video introduction for you to watch. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with computer science. Hello, third grade. Welcome to computer science. Today, kind of a different lesson. It's not going to be a code lesson. It's kind of me more talking to you, but it'll be all right. Today, we're going to be talking about this idea of a conditional. So we're going to do, not keyboard, well, you do keyboard without tears, but then we're going to do this game called conditionals with cards. And we're going to use what are called conditionals. Now, conditionals in computer science are extremely important. It's how computers can seem to make decisions. It's how we get options. It's how we get really like fun games. If you've ever played a game where you might have different levels or different things happen based on maybe the tools that you have or the weapons that you have, or maybe stuff happens in the game based on who you interact with or which zombie you end up fighting. Those are all conditionals. And so the idea of a conditional is absolutely important if we hope to make our own computer games someday. So one game that I really like a lot is the game Minecraft. And so I want to maybe use Minecraft as the example today about how a conditional actually works. So some of you have played Minecraft before, and that's great. And if you haven't, well, here's a brief overview of how Minecraft works. This is Steve. Steve is a human, and he lives in the world of Minecraft. And one of the things Steve really likes is not being blown up. This is a creeper. Creeper likes to walk around looking for humans. And if the creeper gets too close to the human, then kablooey, blow up, just like that. Now, as we are playing the Minecraft game, creepers are always looking for these humans. And if they get within 16 blocks, then they're going to chase that human. And when they get within 3 blocks, they will explode, kabloom. So creepers are using this idea of a conditional. Now, when a human's not around, the creeper just kind of creeps. He just kind of goes around and he stops and he looks, but he is always sensing. His computer code is always sensing. And it's sensing, am I within 16 blocks of a human? If I am closer than 16 blocks, then I will walk toward that human. Else, that means I'm not within 16 blocks. I'm further away. I'm just going to continue to walk around. This code runs all the time for every creeper that's ever spawned in Minecraft. Am I within 16 blocks? Am I within 16 blocks? Am I within 16 blocks? If I am, I'm going to walk towards that human. That's how this game starts to get played. Now, if they get near the human, as soon as they get within 16 blocks, they kind of shift to a new conditional, this new idea. They're going to say, if I'm within 3 blocks, then I'm going to explode. else I'm going to continue to walk forward. So while you're playing in that game, you might not even see the creeper. He's going to start walking. You might start walking away, but if he's behind you, he's going to continue to keep getting closer and closer and walk towards you until he's within 3 blocks and then he explodes. How do you get away from a creeper? You have to get further away than 16 blocks. So that whole idea how a creeper works is this idea of a conditional. Here's another idea of a conditional in the game of Minecraft. Let's say you are going to break a dirt block, okay? You need to break a dirt block to build your shelter. If that dirt block is being hit by an iron shovel, then the dirt block will break in 1 second. Else, that means it's not being hit by an iron shovel, it'll break in like 3 seconds. Now there's actually like lots of different kinds of shovels that you can get in Minecraft, and so really it's actually a lot more it's a lot more complicated than just that. So I have here, this is a pickaxe. Okay, so a pickaxe is used for like mining stone and things like that. I know I'm kind of in the way here, so I'm going to shrink myself down here just a little bit. Okay, so let's take a look at what happens here with the pickaxe. So this pickaxe is used to break stone and metal materials faster, metal-based materials faster. Breaking a block with a pickaxe consumes 1 use, 1 durability point. So if you are using a wooden pickaxe, then you get like only 59 of those, okay? So the pickaxe is going to start going down. But else, if it's not wooden and it's stone, then you would get 131 uses. But if it's not a wooden or stone, that means else it's iron. Iron, you can get 250 blocks out of an iron pickaxe. Else, you are in a golden. Now, golden, that's not very much at all. So if you're using a golden pickaxe, why? I don't even know. Else, if it's diamond, wow, look how much you can get from a diamond. That is a lot. And else, if it's not diamond, if it's not any of these, you keep going down until you get to here. Netherite, 2,031 hit points. Wow, our durability points. That is a lot. And so it's it's good to start upgrading your stuff, but the way that we can upgrade is through conditionals. So this is how we're going to do our activity today. We're going to do some card games with a deck of cards. So you're going to have a deck of cards, and you're going to need a deck of cards. Go ahead, and Mrs. Craig tells me that you have decks of cards in your house as part of your take-home stuff. So go ahead and find one of these decks of cards, and then we can play together. So when we have a conditional, that is a statement that runs only under certain conditions. So normally that means that we're either true or false. The condition is going to be something true or it's going to be something false. For example, here in the elementary, we have a condition that if a class earns 10 red tickets, okay, if that condition is true and the class earned 10 red tickets, then they get a party. If not, if the condition is false, then they have to keep working until they get it true, until it's true. So the condition, earn 10 red tickets. If that's true, earn a party. Else, keep working for that party. We're going to watch this video. It'll be posted in the website as well as this one. And this is kind of what this video has us do. So we're going to play this game, and the condition is if you draw a 7, then you should clap. And else, you should say, aw. Okay, so I'm going to hold up a card here, and let's see what you do. Jack, what'd you do? You say aw? You should, because that is not a 7. So say aw. All right, do this one. Did you clap? This is a 7, so you should be clapping. Try this one. Not a 7. You should be saying aw. Ready for a trick? Let me trick you with this one. Joker. Not a 7, though. So you would still say, aw. Let's try this one. I'm going to complicate it a little bit more. If it's a 7, then you should clap. Else, if it's less than 7, say yay. And else say ah. So now I'm putting a conditional inside a conditional, and what that lets me do is that lets me have more than one choice. Let's try this out. What if I held up this card? It's a 4. So is it a 7? No. Is it less than 7? Yes. So you would clap. You'd say clap, or no, you'd say yay. Yay. Okay. With this one. Yay. This one. All right. Not a 7, not less than 7. So we on. And what about this one? Yep, 5. So is that less than 7? Yay! Well, this one. Did you clap? Clapping. That is a 7. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and play some card games. So now we're going to go ahead and play some card games based on these conditionals. And this is what you're going to need. You're going to need your deck of cards that you should already have from your math take-home stuff. So deck of cards. You're also going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. Now you could do this with another person, or if you don't have another person with you, you're going to play against me. Okay, so you have your deck of cards, I have my deck of cards. We're going to play against each other. First off, take your take your paper, and let me show you. Whoop, there we go. Okay, so I got a piece of paper, and what you need to do is we're going to take it. We're going to draw a line across like so, and then down, and then I'm going to put my name on one side, and then you put your name on the other side. So my name's on one side, your name's on the other. This is how we're going to keep track of score. Okay. All right. So what's going to happen then is I'm going to draw a card and then we're going to look at some conditionals, and we're going to see how that card game, or how the rules, the conditions of the card game affect how we score points. All right. So let's look at our rules. So here's our first rule. Our first rule is this. If your card is red, then you get 1 point. Else, the other team gets a point. Now, that means whoever draws the card. So we're going to take turns drawing, you and me. I draw a card, you draw a card. I draw a card, you draw a card. And in doing that, we will then see who scores a point. If I draw the card and the card is red, then I get the point. If it's not red, then you get the point. So if it's red, if you draw red, you get a point. Otherwise, the other team gets a point. Let's see how this works. So, let's switch this back to my paper here. All right, here's you, here's me. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to draw first, okay? My draw. I'm drawing. I draw a, what is it? Black is not red. So since I drew this and it's not red, you get the point. You can give yourself a point on your own sheet too, okay? Now you draw. What was your card? Did you draw a red card? If you drew a red card, then you give yourself another point. If you drew a black card, then you need to give me a point. So unfortunately, my screen, I'm not going to have the real score here because I don't know what you just drew, but I'll draw something else now. Okay, so it's my turn again. I draw red. So since I drew red, I give myself a point. You give me a point. All right, you draw. Okay, if it was red, you get a point, but if it was black, then I get the point. My turn, I draw. Red card. Point for me. You draw. Who got the point? You or me? Me? You? You, me? Okay. My draw. Oh, black card. You get a point. Your draw. Okay, get the point. My draw. Red card. I get a point. Boop. Your draw. You draw. Okay, my draw. Black. Black card. You get a point. All right. Kind of see how this game goes. It's a pretty easy game. Let's go ahead, though, and let's change the game. So let's see if we can do a different set of conditionals. Okay, so let's see the next one. Card game number 2. If your card is a face card, then award your team 10 points. Else, award the other team 1 point. Face cards are jacks, queens, and kings. Just jacks, queens, kings, not jokers. These 3 are the face cards. And they could be of any suit, diamonds, hearts, clubs, spades. They can be any suit, but that is worth 10 points apiece. So let's see what we're going to do on our paper. Now, on our paper, what I want you to do is this. Go ahead and we're gonna draw a line across like so, and basically it's 0, 0. Okay, 0, 0 at this point. Okay, and we're gonna start all over again. So this is me, this is you. I'm gonna draw first. Remember, if it's a face card, that's 10 points for me. Otherwise, it's 1 point for you. Here's my card. 1 point for you. Okay, you draw. It was a face card, Jack, Queen, or King. Give me 10 points. I draw. Ha ha! Face card. So now instead of getting 10 tallies, I'm going to do this. I'm going to draw a 10 and I'm going to circle it. That lets me know 10 points for me. It speeds up the game a little bit because 10 tallies can sometimes get a little bit hard to keep track of. Okay, you draw. If you drew a face card, give yourself 10 points. Otherwise, give me a point. Here's my draw. Face card. 10 points for me. Ba-doo, ba-doo. Your draw. Okay, give yourself a point or give me 10 points. My draw. Face card. I'm not cheating. I swear I'm not cheating. This is what I draw. All right, 10 points for me. 10 points for me. Boom. Shakalaka. You draw. Okay, give points where points are due. My draw. Ooh, tricky. This is an ace. Is this a face card? No. So that is a point for you. Point for you. All right. Let's go ahead and you draw. Nice draw. Very nice. Okay. My draw. Point for you. Your draw. My draw. Point for you. Your draw. And my draw. Face card. 10 points for me. Ooh, I got a lot of points. All right. But then again, you could have a lot of points too. Who knows? Let's go ahead and try another game with a different set of conditions. Game number 3. If your card is a spade, so that is any card that is a spade card. So that could be anything. Let me see here. So like this is a spade card. See, it has that little symbol on it, the 2. And here's one. You know, that's a 3. So if your card's spade, award your team the value on the card. So that means if I had drawn this, this is 6 points because that's the value on the card. Now, of course, we need to figure out what each other one is. Ace, there's only one spade on it, so ace is worth 1 point. It's probably the least exciting card. King is 13 points. You can see how I kind of put that number up there. 13, 12, and 11. So it's kind of like ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Queen is 12. King is 13. Now, every other card that's not a spade, you would have to give the other team 2 points. 2 points for the other team. So let's see how that would work. Once again, go into our paper, and we are going to draw a line across. Okay, so then I'll draw first. Not a spade. Not a spade, so you get 2 points. You give a draw. Give yourself points if it is a spade. Give me points if it's not a spade. Remember, how many points? It depends on what the value of the card was. Here's my draw. Ugh, not a spade. All right, 2 points for you. You draw. Nice draw. Give yourself some points. Good. Okay. My draw. Now it's black. Not a spade. So not a spade. 2 points for you. You have 6 points now. You draw. Okay, good. My draw. Ah, 2 more points for you. Scoring all the points here. Have you drawn any spades? I haven't. My draw. Or your draw. My draw. Okay, my draw here. Oh, 9 of spades. So that means I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points for me. Makes up a lot. Your draw. Nice. My draw. 2 points for you. Your draw. My draw. Oh, 4 points for me because that was a spade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Okay, kind of get the idea of how these games can work. Now, you can play against me, but it's kind of fun if you get a chance to play against somebody else too. So, if possible, see if you can find someone in your family who might be able to play with you these 3 kinds of games. We had a game where, and you can kind of show them, whoever gets red, it gets the point. Other team gets a point if it's black. We had a game about face cards. If it's a face card, you get 10. Otherwise, everyone else gets 1. We had this game where every spade is a value. Can you think of your own game and play it? See whether you can do that. There are a couple of sites too out there that will draw a card, so you could also kind of draw a random card. I might put a link there in the web page. So if you don't have anyone to play against, or if you don't have a deck of cards, you could use an online deck of cards and give this a try. Conditionals are statements that run only under certain conditions. If something's true, do this, else do something else. It is how all computer games make decisions. It's how computers seem smart. So the next time we get together, we're going to use code.org and we're going to work with these conditionals so that we can start to make our own computer games. All right. Computer science is changing the world. You get to be a part of that change. I'm glad we got to play a little bit. I will see you next time in computer science.